Hey, welcome to another episode of DOCasts. In this episode, we're going to cover the very powerful Vim Editor. And if you're not familiar with Vim, I do use this within the DOCast episodes quite frequently. And I think it's about time that we acquaint ourselves with the Vim Editor if you're not familiar with Vim. It is a super powerful editor that you can use on the fly when you're on your server. And it's something, again, that I use quite often. And this is something that you should definitely learn. So right now, I'm on Vim.org. That's the official site for Vim, the editor. And you can take a look at some of the articles here. You can take a look at the documentation and all the other things that Vim is doing online. Not only that, but I recommend taking a look at Jeffrey Way's top 10 pitfalls when switching to Vim. It's got 10 really useful reasons and tips that you should consider. And one of them is the plugins that is offered on Vim. So these are just kick butt plugins that you can use that he himself uses. And I recommend reading through the entire article to get a better idea of using and switching to Vim, whether it just be a part-time basis, maybe just on virtual private servers or on servers and computers that aren't your own, or whether you're switching to it full-time on your own system. Again, Vim is super powerful. It can be used within command line or terminals, and it pops up on the fly. Now, another one I recommend checking out is a DigitalOcean article on installing and using the Vim editor in the cloud. This will give you just a quick overview on using Vim on your VPS or your droplet and getting it installed on the different operating systems that are available. We're going to go over using this on Ubuntu, so we're just going to run the sudo apt-get install command, or you could just use apt-get install Vim if you're on the root user. Then last but not least, before we jump into terminal, you can check out OpenVim. It's a collection of Vim learning tools, and this is a really great site that was put together by Henrik. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but this is a great site. Again, take a look at this. I'll provide all the links for these 4 web pages within the description below. But let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at a really great tool to learning Vim through the terminal itself. And this is super hands-on. This is the way that I actually learned it before I went into learning any screencasts. And actually, the 5th website before I jump into the terminal is Vimcast. So if we take a look at vimcast.com, you can take a look at some of the very vimcast.org. The in-depth video screencast provided here will show you how to become an advanced user of the Vim editor. So definitely take a look at vimcast.org, and you might even be interested in Practical Vim, which is the book that was created by the founder of Vimcast himself. So definitely check that out. This is a great and very useful site. Now let's jump into terminal and take a look at the one tool that helped me learn Vim very quickly before I started jumping into any of these screencasts or online resources. If you type in Vim Tutor, that'll bring up an interface that will teach you how to use Vim. This takes anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes, and this actually mentioned right here, 20 to 30 minutes to cover this. And the first lesson here, if I go ahead and I scroll down, is a lesson on moving the cursor. So how to move throughout files. And this is definitely going to help you when following along with some of the DOCast episodes, because I do sometimes quickly move between the files, and this will teach you some of the keys that I use in order to move throughout the files while editing them within a DOCast episode. So definitely check this out. It's a great resource and will teach you a load of the basics on Vim. And again, when you're ready, you can jump into vimcast.org and start taking a look at some of the more advanced topics on Vim. And then you can take a look at some of the other websites that I provided. So I hope this episode helps. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, leave them within the comments area below. And again, if you have any feedback or requests on episodes you'd like me to cover, definitely sign up as a DOCast user. It's free. Once you sign up, you can leave me feedback in the feedback area on episodes you would like me to cover. But I hope you enjoyed it and hope you have a great rest of the day. Thanks for watching.